pullback, which dollar index has done last week. So we had this candle that pulled back last week to bounce on this other block. So you might be expecting more buys to the upside this week. So targeting, let's say, so our target will be for price to come back to this high. We can first of all target this other high. That's previous week high. So, but we cannot just buy like this as it is on the weekly time frame. So let's drop down to daily and see what it's happening on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can currently see that price is back to where price has tapped into. I think we have a bullish imbalance here, which is going to support this bullish push. And secondly, it's also on a bullish order block. And we have a bullish imbalance here. I think that's a vertical line. I want to use the rectangle. So we have a bullish imbalance here from this point, which price just tapped into. That was last week Friday, and today is just Monday. So, and you see the rejection, see the reaction we had there, and we had a bullish move. So today, let's drop down to 4 hours. And what do we have on the 4 hours? So on the 4 hour time frame, we're already having a bullish push, but I'm not expecting it to just buy like that today. I'm not expecting it. We need manipulation. So for that manipulation, I would love to see price maybe tap into this other imbalance here on the 4 hours, then give us, oh sorry, this is not drawn well. Okay, yeah. So I'd love to see price come back to that 4 hour time frame imbalance. Then we get a confirmation to buy back. Let's drop to 1 hour and see more of structure. So on the 1 hour time frame, you already have a bullish structure printing out here. So what do we have here? We have a low. This is another block that reacted on these points, and we break, drop again, push up. Although this is a kind of a gap, and price drop down to this level. So this is like price creating liquidity for the push. So what I would love to see price do is maybe come down here, take out this low. We might even have a reaction, something like this, then take out this low, bounce here, and give us a shift to buy back up. So this is what I'm anticipating on this. But if price doesn't come back, then if this 1 hour time frame start to give us more push to the upside, let's say we have something like this, already we have high low, we have another high now that has been printed. So if price fails to continue up, then we expect this low to be taken out, this small low here, then give us a confirmation for a buy, something like this. So we just be watching price on this level. But if we have the dollar index, the US, they like a lot of manipulation. So just monitor price at this level and this imbalance that we have here. So our 2 points of interest will be just below this imbalance because of these two lows. So if the buy doesn't hold after taking out this other low, if you don't see this confirmation, then you wait for them to take out these two lows and tap into the imbalance here. That would make more sense. So from there, we expect more buy to the upside. So that's for dollar index. So if dollar index is to buy, then we anticipate that Euro, USD, GBP, USD should be selling. Same thing goes to them. So let's start from the weekly time frame and see what we have on the weekly time frame. Now on Euro USD, this was the other block we're looking out for sell since last, I think 2 weeks ago, which it did. And currently this week too, we have, but the price has dropped down, played out. This was a pullback for last week. So we are still expecting this week to expand to the downside because the trend here is bearish. Then dropping down to the daily time frame, you can also see that Euro USD is inside a daily order block here. Very nice daily order block. So, and as this projection played out as we analyzed the last, I think the last week or so. So currently this week, this is the same thing I'm looking out for. I want to see it drop down. Although we have an opposing structure here. We have this small order block here. It's not small. We have this bullish order block here. So if you are selling, can sell down to this level, then take profit around this level, because currently if price should get here, you might have some reaction. So the kind of reaction here will determine if it's going to break or it's going to stay. So we just, if it gives the opportunity for a sell here, so let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Already on the 4 hour, I think we have started having a bearish structure here, because the dollar index has already started buying. So we already have a high, low, lower high, lower low. We broke the low, pull back, retest, and it's trying to push down again. I think because of the small pullback that dollar index wants to have, that's why it's giving this drop. So I'm also expecting it to either come back to this other block here. Like I said, on the dollar index, there was another block I marked out. Zeta is coming back here for the sales. Then just wait for here for confirmation. Or if that point fail, then just know that they might likely want to. So this is what I'm anticipating. Take out the high, give a break, a retest, and will drop. Now, but if this fail, if this point of interest fail, this diagram I'm drawing is for a lower time frame victory confirmation, while the point of interest here is from the 1 hour time frame. So if this point here fail, then wait for price to take out the high. Once it takes out the high, then still give you this confirmation. Then you can now trade on your lower time frame. So this is what we'll be looking out on if price should fill this 1 hour block. But if it doesn't fill, then still look at this for the short. Then we anticipate price to go down to clear those lows. So that's for Euro USD. Why? Because like I said, the dollar index, I'm expecting it to either buy from here. Yes, this will be our first target for buy, or it takes out the low and buy, or it's coming to this imbalance on the 4 hour. So we just need a pullback, then a confirmation. This confirmation, if this confirmation shows, it simply means that dollar index is going to buy. Already it has even started the bullish move. So you just need it to pull back and give a lower time frame confirmation. Same thing with euro. You need it to pull back. If it gives a lower time frame confirmation around here, you can still short it, because of the other block has an imbalance and it's going down. It's already started breaking structure to the downside. That's for GBP USD. Sorry. So for Euro USD, let's check on the weekly time frame what we have on Euro USD. So on Euro USD, we are still bearish because we couldn't violate this bearish order block here. Price pullback last week, we expected drop down. So, and Euro USD is the one that is very, 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 very let me say it correlates with dollar index very well. So I'll be looking at this low being taken out. Then from that, let's look at what we have on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, like I said, I think this was an analysis that we are anticipating a drop and it has played out. So we just have a pullback to the order block here, which is here. So price has tapped into it, and we see the reaction also respecting this imbalance also. So we need a sell confirmation, which is a structure, to tell us that we are going down. So what do we do now? Let's drop down to the 4 hour and look at what we have. So on the 4 hour time frame, like I said, for dollar index, then I need dollar index to pull back to an imbalance on the 4 hour time frame. That's the same thing that's also happening on this Euro USD. Euro has left a 4-hour imbalance. So it has already given us a bearish structure here. It simply means that they're going to sell. Look at what we have: high, low, lower, high. So it's trying to create a lower low at this point, but it's failing to create a lower low because it has not closed with body. If it has closed with body, this particular candle has closed with body below this, then we anticipate it to retest. But since it hasn't closed yet, we might likely have price coming back to this point, taking out this high as our liquidity. Then we'll see something like this: tap in. Let me do this: tap in, then break, then retest and take it back down. So but currently it's a bearish structure that we have now. So let's drop down to 1 hour and see more clarity of it. So on 1 hour, 1 hour started giving us a bearish move also, and price has still failed on the 1 hour time frame to close below this low. They are still rejecting. So likely, or I would love to see price pull back, pull back. Let me pull this out. So my two zones I'll be looking out for sell will be okay. Will be this point because we still have imbalance here. But I will still be looking at this other point because it's from the 4 hour. Don't forget the higher time frame leads. So if price should buy back up to this level and I don't see a confirmation here, then I want to wait for it to take out this high, then tap in. So you take out this high, tap in and react. Sorry, let me do this. Then I'll expect a sell to be something like this. Tap in, react, then we take out the high, then the low breaks. So what I'll be expecting is a pullback to retest and we'll shut it down, take it down. So that's exactly what I'm waiting for. So these are just our point of interest. So these are my 2 points of interest. I'll be watching price. Once I'll be looking out for my reversal to continue in the main trend. So I'll be waiting for price here and also for price here. And if you can check here, even inside this imbalance, we have another block on the 1 hour time frame. So, but I won't take aggressive. I need a confirmation to trade from. So if price should tap in here, wait for this confirmation before you take your trade. So let's look at USD CHF also. That's for the major pair. I think this trade, another this trade lasts or per week or so. We're expecting some bullish push, and I don't know, the CHF news and so on made them to change their direction. So currently CHF dropped last week, massive drop. Then let's see the daily time frame. Because I can't really ascertain what we have there now. Okay. Now they came into this extreme. Tapping into this imbalance. See the reaction. Sell Friday candle reacted very, very well. Tap into this imbalance and see the massive reaction on the candle. So it therefore means that we might be having a buy this week for a pullback. So let's see what we have on the 4 time frame. So, but we need structure to confirm. Like I said, structure must confirm the direction. If not, it won't go. So you can see inside that daily imbalance, we had this 4 hour order block, this major order block here. Let me just adjust it to this order block. So that's where price reacts from. So what do we need now? We need a confirmation. We don't just want to trade blindly. We need confirmation. Now we have the reaction. So what do we need? I think we have an imbalance. Let me see. Okay, we don't have any imbalance on the 4 time frame. So let's check the 1 hour if we have any structure that will confirm that price. So on the 1 hour time frame, all right, I would love to see price come back to this level. I think this is where the move started because of the imbalance that we have there. So we're looking at this point for buys. So I want to see price do something like this, give us a pullback. Already I think it's doing a pullback. Maybe drop down to this area, or sometimes it might not even reach this point because the major thing is the liquidity. If it takes out this low here, it takes out this low because already it has given us a high, low, high, low. So if it takes out this low and give us a bullish confirmation on the 1 hour time frame, then can buy from there, maybe from tomorrow. So currently it's still pushing down. It's pushing down, trying to take out this low here. So if it takes out this low, it will be nice. Then we'll watch and see if it confirm it with this structure. If it confirm with this, then you're likely going to buy it back up. So it may not necessarily get to this point. So if it takes out the low, just watch for reversal confirmation. But if it decides to drop down here, even if you take out this line, give you the confirmation you buy, and it takes you out, just know that it's coming here. But once you take out the low, watch for this reversal confirmation, then you can buy it back up because USD is still bullish. So that's for USD JPY. Let's check another pair. Let me see we can have. Okay, this for gold. Gold is already bullish. I think I'm already in this trade. I dropped this setup. Gold already tapping to a daily imbalance. Let me go to the daily time frame. Tap into a daily imbalance here. So taking out this low. Go took out that low. That was Thursday's low. Friday took out Thursday's low. Then on the 4 hour time frame, there was no clear structure, but on the 1 hour, we had this bullish structure. So what do we have here? We had a high, had a low, had a high, and another low. Price started consolidating. So when Monday open, what did we have? Just push up here, react and break. So if you come back here, you can look for confirmation on the lower time frame to buy it back. So currently gold is still bullish. So just wait if it pulls back, because sometimes I'm always afraid of these guys, because the time you expect the pullback to not happen, it will just continue pumping. So just wait for it to pull back. If you can pull back to this imbalance, this other block here, that is where you're going to be buying from. Us. That's where you're going to be buying from. So just wait for price to pull back to that area. Once price pull back there, then you look for a confirmation and you buy. Then once you buy, your target is around that area. Don't anticipate to take out this high, because as getting to this point, you need to take profits. You don't have to hold all the way to can take the high. You can take maybe partial of your profit and let the rest run in case you decide to reverse from the slope. But if you can pull back here, then look for confirmation to buy. That's for gold traders. So you can see where it's currently, or where it's currently bought from. Draw from this other block that we had here. So that's where the guy bought from. Although this money was anticipating it to take out this low, wanted it to take out this low, but didn't happen. Just expanded, left an imbalance, tap into the imbalance, and boom. So you just have to watch it. If it pulls back here, get your confirmation and buy, because gold is always respecting structure. They are not like currency pay that they will create a structure and keep, and all of a sudden they'll take it out and still go in your direction. So just watch price. If it gets back here, do your buy. Don't buy now. This is an impulsive move. Need a correction. Don't buy when the market is making an impulsive move. Wait for it to do the correction back to the origin of the move before you get your confirmation and buy. Or you can even put your limit order, then maybe give your stop loss space so that if it triggers you to continue going. So, but we need a pullback as it is. We don't need you don't need to enter as it is now. So you need a pullback and a continuation. All right. So I think that's all for those pair. And let me touch more. Let me look at GBP, JPY. I think the JPY pairs. So on JPY, let's start from the weekly. I've not touched this pair for a long time now. I don't know what's going on with it. So Now on GJ, what we have here is we are still bullish